Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Prescott on first down. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Let me hold that. I'll get back in a couple minutes.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Lynch to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Lynch with it on third and goal. Over the middle, complete. That's Ortiz. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And that makes the score 7-0. That's
how you bounce back from a lost defense. I like that. Good shit, fellas. Let's go. Let me get another defense.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
No doubt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's get some. We out there. Come on, Ibuku.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
Hit him once or twice. He done. Hit Prescott once or twice, man. He gonna stop throwing that motherfucker up in the air.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we come, Prescott.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
No worries. None. We don't touch that dude. Let's go.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Good shit, Demario. He like to run. He been running a lot of crossing shit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Get in there, Marcus. Get in there, Marcus. Get in there, Marcus. Let's go. Not worried. Let's go, man. Don't hold me up. Hold the bank up. Mr. Hunt.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
No.
Check, Patriot!
After the interception, here's Lynch.
Oh, shit, bad throw.
Deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
What that safety was smoking over there, I'll take it. That shit should have been picked twice.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry, it's Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Lucky 56.
First down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Easy work.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Easy work.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third downs important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on, fellas. That defense ranked high, man. We got to attack these motherfuckers.
On second down, Michelle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Oh, yeah. This touchdown. Touchdown. And he got to have great user skills to stop this one.
On third down, Lynch.
He does it.
Throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
You don't know how to run up the middle, fellas. We gotta go outside. Handle that business. Yeah.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Excuse me. Cold kid. Man. Damn. That's a problem to get out of this defense. If we get there quick, he ain't gonna be able to get it off. If we don't get there, he gonna, oh, thank you. Oh, shit, I feel a lot better about it now. You know it was my birthday.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always get real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I like this. I like this. Come on, Dak. Give me another one, Dak. Oof.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Excuse me. Sorry, bro. You ain't coughing in your ear like that. Fuck that cold, man.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
This line is great.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So for the 36 now, first and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
I can go in the middle, bro. You square them all over you want.
Again, this is Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Lynch. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
9 in a... Jesus Christ. This man got 9 in a box?
No. Check,
don't mind if I do anything, baby.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
9 in the box, brother.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch.
All day.
Oh, the middle, and it's incomplete. David Amerson is there on the coverage defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air.
David.
That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
That's 6. You know, just enough to stay around, man.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Need that, DeAndre.
Leopard. Gone. Detroit.
And now Lynch. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get 9 that leads to 4th down.
Easy peasy.
So much about offense is what you call hitting yardage.
Got better block.
You throw the ball to someone, they catch it.
Oh, they let them both go
through. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
No, I'm not saying I didn't put order.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Some kind of pass.
Looking for Shepard deep.
Oh, that's me.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he's forced out left.
Got him.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
This is Michel on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Wasn't hitting the speed, bro. What's up, man?
Detroit! Gun!
On 2nd down, Lynch.
That's it.
And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You got the run shit on lock.
On 3rd down, Michel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Hey, dog.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I don't fucking believe it.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case when that play got bottled up.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Keep me in front of me.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Falling down for it.
Switch and 8.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's not going to work this time. I just changed my defense. I'm giving you a warning, man. Good shit. I'm man.
46.
First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go.
Here you go.
Hey. We here for this.
Second down, Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Hey, Adrian, man, you supposed to have been there to pick that. Turn the fuck around, champ.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 47.
Watch the run, fellas. Matter of fact, hey, this is what we're going to do with that. There you go. Covered. This guy. He's cute. I think I'm going to stay here.
46.
Come on, give me that rock, champ.
47. 46.
To the air again, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline.
Okay. Good call, ref.
Yes, he got him
good call.
Down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Tried to hit that X button a little late, didn't you?
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
We can at least get 20.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
No. What's wrong with this guy? Take the lead, get out for the half. Go kill yourself, dude. What is he talking about?
Gone!
Now Lynch on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
This will be interesting.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, come on, dog. You a super duper star.
Jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's easy money right there, fella. That's easy money right there.
That's all day. You knew one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. He's going to wind up and air it out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Let's just keep it weird.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He trying to catch something cheap.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
He's defeated in his mind. Time is on your side. Yes, it is. That Le'Veon, that is Le'Veon. I'm out here.
What?
You didn't sack him? That's why you played to the bill, fellas.
Midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Tell you how much the fuck I'm paying attention. Damn, dog.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
This
is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's see. We showed him this earlier. Let's see if he make an adjustment. He did not.
Now Lynch. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
took all that signature shit.
Blue 90.
Let me see something.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
This nigga don't walk and play. How he know to do that?
Detroit.
Let
Detroit.
me see. Whatever. Yeah.
Now Lynch to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's a blitz, fellas. All out blitz. If we get past that line.
On the ground, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's Michel once again, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and he'll eventually reward them, especially a bit deeper in the game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Oh, shit. Good play.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Hold that ball.
Inside Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run with Michel, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Set. Green 39. Green.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. And that is incomplete. You don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Off fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
These motherfuckers out there misery, fellas.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Lynch. They'll roll him out right.
No!
And
What
that'll
the
be
fuck? I was trying to
incomplete.
slide.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Following the penalty, Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking long for Westbrook, and that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
How you going to ask me for something like that? You asking me to take the ball
now on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I'm picking this one
He's
off,
such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Everybody covered. Good. Let's get it. Let's go hunt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got you spin their ears back and get after them now.
We coming for you. Or are we?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, Prescott.
He moved out the way to let him catch it. He moved out the way to let him catch it.
Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after.
Stop.
Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
We need another score, man.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The brakes over.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground is Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 3rd down, Lynch. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Saunders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Lynch now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
No.
Lynch to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alfred Morris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Lewis. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why?
Prescott off play action. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but it's adopted in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack.
It's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Now it's Lynch. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
2 minutes left on the down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Going for the deep ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on.
As long as he just run the clock out.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis.
Ooh.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Yes. Shit, all wrong. What's up? Did you call the phone? All right, man. I got it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Keep the ball home, Flames.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable now for Saunders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.